we help clients in two ways. Revenue growth by providing some innovative solutions. At the same time, we help reduce the cost to make it more lean.
Welcome to Business Ninjas, brought to you by WriteForMe, where you'll hear from business leaders who are out there growing their business and slaying it every day. Learn from the masters. Let's get started.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of Business Ninjas. I'm here today with Raja Sekhar. He's the SVP of CRM and Analytics at Jade Global. Raja, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Kelsey.
Yeah, excited to have you. So Raja, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Thanks, Kelsey. As you mentioned, I run the CRM and Analytics service lines at Jade. I have been with tech industry since 1999, and my background is engineering. After some time, I did executive education from Harvard Business School. So I tried to combine both technology and business solutions. That's where my passion lies.
Yeah.
Best and greatest and latest to the clients in terms of service offerings we have, and my own passion to architect the best solutions for the clients.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So tell me a little bit more about Jade Global.
Sure. Jade is an IT services company based out of San Jose, California, as the headquarters. We have about close to 2,000 employees spread across different parts of the globe. Our couple of major delivery centers are based out of India, which is Hyderabad and Pune. And we have offices in several US locations, including Philadelphia and Dallas, and few other locations like Ogden.
Yeah.
And a couple of other locations in North America are around Canada and Mexico. And we have some centers in Asia Pacific as well, in Singapore, and some in Europe as well, which is London and Austria.
Yeah. So truly a global, when it's called Jade Global, it truly is global. So talk to me a little bit about some of the services that Jade Global offers.
At Jade, we divide our services into three broad categories. First one is enterprise business application space, where we implement and enhance the CRM applications, ERP applications, supply chain management based applications, human capital based applications, and so on. The second category, we call it the technical applications, where we help the clients in integrations or analytics or some other big massive platforms like AWS or Microsoft, or in the same way Oracle. And the third, and which is kind of one of the prominent services as well from Jade, is operations. We help clients improve their service operations, IT services called ITSM, as well as we kind of bundle all of these services under one package called managed services. So we help clients in two ways. Revenue growth by providing some innovative solutions. At the same time, we help reduce the cost to make it more leaner and at the same time very high performance IT services organization.
Yeah, great services to offer. So, there are other IT service companies out there. Talk to me a little bit, about the ways that Jade Global is able to stand out from its competition.
Sure. So there are the clients which predominantly around mid and upper mid market clients. Right? That's where we actually focus on, and they are looking for, I would say, four key things from any partner. First is definitely customer centricity or flexibility, or whichever way you call it. So understanding the customer who can invest in understanding the customer's needs and ready to walk and grow with them. The second is innovation. In today's world, business models are rapidly changing. So companies want their partners to help them in coming up with the newer ideas, as well as helping them accelerate in the ideas which they already have.
Mm-hmm.
Third one is scale, right? As the company is growing, they're to change and transform very rapidly. So there is a need to build that scale required for the companies to grow. So they want definitely scale. The last but not the least is the value. We all of that at the highest possible value for the clients, and that when if you combine all of them, we see our competitors who are playing three of the four aspect which I mentioned, or we have seen some smaller competitors which are playing great innovation, but they have talented scale or value or customer centricity. But we at Jade Global has architected the company in a way that it can offer all the four for our target clients, which is mid-market and upper mid-market.
Four really important ways that you're able to separate yourself from the competition. So, in your experience, are there trends with specific industries that Jade Global tends to work with more than others?
Yeah, sure. Because our roots are based out of Bay Area, tend to work very closely with high tech. That's our origins have been. And slowly we have grown as a company into other as well. But because our roots were mostly high tech and tech in the sense to bring in new IT ideas, new innovations to how they are growing as a company. Now are in a better shape to use whatever learnings we have developed as part of our high-tech capabilities, and now we can take it to other industries. And today, pretty much all industries are trying to get into more innovation bandwagon. And everybody wants to grow, everybody wants to become a tech company in by ways, right? So either it's a healthcare company or a life sciences company or retail company, we can add tech to everything, like the insurance tech, there is a retail tech, there is a healthcare tech. So every company is becoming, in a way, tech company. Our DNA being the tech based DNA, that's how we can actually help accelerate this growth for some of these companies. So to answer your questions, we do a lot of high tech, and slowly we have bifurcated into healthcare, life sciences, retail, financial and insurance services. And now we are also active in the public sector market and other emerging markets like hospitality, which have taken a downturn during the COVID, but really coming back very fast, and they are looking to scale. And now they're having hard time finding the people to scale. So they're technology. You can see robots taking over a lot of their activities, and they are looking for completely transform their operations. And that's where, again, we are able to help some of the clients.
Would you say that, looking to transform their operations is one of the biggest challenges that they have before your clients start working with Jade Global?
Yeah, so there are multiple reasons. That's one of the reasons as well. So as I mentioned, most of the clients are going through the transformation. So they are looking for a company which can bring in those ideas and also augment the ideas which they already have to help transform their operations, their experience with their customers, their employee experience, and so on. This transformation can be applied in many dimensions in the B2B world or in any kind of business organization. For that, they used to rely a lot on large companies or very smaller niche players who could one definitive problem. But especially for mid-market and upper mid-market customers, we are coming and they can look it up as a starting point could be one specific problem they want us to solve. But once they see that, and because of portfolio of services we have built in such a way that we can not only just solve that specific problem, but we have architected the company to solve all the problems which a mid-sized company will need them to be addressed. So that's the companies find as valuable, that they don't have to rely on like 10 different partners for their needs, where probably most of the needs can be met by companies like us, which are very few. But still, there are always something new, right? Always something for those exceptional situations, they can work with it.
Yeah. Super interesting. So, when you start to work with your clients, in those different areas, addressing the challenges that they have, what are kind of the first steps that your clients can expect when they start working with Jade Global?
Yeah, that's a great question. Especially when we map out the journey of our customer. There are various points our customers would like to hear from us. Sometimes they reach us through the website. Sometimes they reach us to our sales calls, or we are present actively in many of the conferences. Green Force on Salesforce, we have Oracle Open World, we have Cloud Worlds, we have Boomi conferences, and industry conferences like insurance and financial services. And we are present in those, where we are presenting our capabilities, our stories, our solutions in many of these industries. So client find us there. That's the initial touch point. Followed by there'll be an interaction where there could be some opportunity to work with them. And once we nail down that, it puts like a great opportunity to collaborate for the client with us and we with clients. So it's a both two-way street. And once we have that determination made, then it's the point of keeping the relationship with, after of course all the paperwork is done, keeping the relationship with the great frame of mind with setting the expectations and mapping out their journey. What we call as discovery process, then we pull the process, then we go into the kickoff, and then we map out the journey for the project. But during the project interaction, we have a customer success team where that team interacts with the client to make sure whatever commitments we have made are already not only just delivered, we are exceeding those commitments. Becomes a listening board for Jade, and sometimes we have feedback for the client. So it's a way to course correct or reset the expectations in many steps throughout the journey. And as you know, that all relationships will never be rosy all the time. There will always be honeymoon period, then there'll be slide, there'll be peaks. So we'll have to manage all that. So that where we come across a lot more committed. They to us when we go through our surveys with them, they see us that we are a lot more committed than a lot of our peers in the market are. And that's why we are.
Yeah, no, and that certainly makes sense too, because it sounds like, your team works to be an extension of, the other team's team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Today's world, right? We cannot create innovation if you're just a scientist sitting in a corner room. It's a tight collaboration, not only with your own internal teams, but definitely our clients. They are several partners. All have to come together to solve problems, and that's where the magic happens. Look at Uber, right? We get transformed the whole mobility experience, not just by automating how fast we can get a taxi, but and that wouldn't have happened if they have not collaborated with not only the riders, drivers, but regulatory services. The whole ecosystem is what needs to work together, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. So, Raja, what would you say the biggest misconception either about, IT services or Jade Global is?
Yeah, that may sound a bit contrary to what I said before, but I think I'll try to articulate it better. So, a lot of people think technology and only technology is answer to all their problems. Misconception, and that is not. I don't blame them, because a lot of people who have been in the newer generation, older generation, they have come across using the app store. You just download the app and start using it, and why is it enterprise technology so difficult? I can just use the app so quickly. So that misconception exists because people think that a single user experience using the app and solving their specific need is the same thing as working across hundreds, thousands, and tens of thousands of people. with the one solution in mind. So that the biggest misconception is technology is not just the solution. It's a people, it's a process, it's a transformation, it's a change management. Uh, all the stakeholders needs to come together, and that's the hardest part. Multiple generations in the workforce today. You have people who are still baby boomers who are retiring to all the way till the I don't know, with Gen Y, Gen Z, what is the newest generation called? So there's so many different people all working together, not your organization, but client organization, their partners all coming together to solve a problem. So it's tremendous creativity is required, tremendous leadership is required to make all these things work. And that's where great companies and not so successful companies really differentiate themselves.
Yeah, no, and that's fantastic insight too, because you are right that the industry is changing, specifically with different generations coming in, different generations training. So I think that you're 100% spot on with that misconception. But so Raja, as we kind of wrap up our episode, is there anything that you want to leave our listeners with, either about Jade Global, about IT services, the different services that Jade Global offers? Is there anything that you want to leave our listeners with?
Yeah, so I think one thing which I wanted to probably make sure people understand what Jade Global is in terms of where we see in the landscape, right? What we do bring together is we bring number one, deep technical capabilities, right? We have invested our solutions, our partnership with several ISVs in the independent software vendors is what they call, such as Oracle, Salesforce, Boomi, ServiceNow, SAP, and so on. There are ways we differentiate in the marketplace with Jade. The first and foremost is our deep technical capabilities. And within the deep technical capabilities, I would call out why we have deep technical capabilities. First one is our investment into solutions. So in today's marketplace, just having the team or just having the capabilities is not good enough to come across and solve the problems. Our clients are not open to invest thousands and thousands of dollars to just have them come and learn and then solve the problem. They want people to come and solve the problems. And that's where our partnership with ISVs, including Salesforce, Oracle, NetSuite, Boomi, SAP, Workday, ServiceNow, and so on, has helped us accelerate the journey because we on very industry-leading platforms and build our solutions on top of it, which actually accelerates problem solving for the clients. Second most important aspect is, as I mentioned in the previous question, it's just not the technology can solve the problem. We need to have a lot of people to come together. It's a lot in customer centricity, which means that we want to understand the client a lot better. Or customer success team or project management organization, our functional teams, our sales and customer delivery teams, all coming together with a single point agenda to really understand the customer's need more than what they were saying or writing, but to be proactive in their industry as well. Is our portfolio of services. We invested a lot in building the portfolio of services, which is not just to solve one problem and go away, but to solve just multiple set of problems which clients might have across their IT portfolio. And then mentioned we have services in business applications, we have services in technology services, and as well as operation services. We bring all together to the client, which actually is not many of our competitors are doing. The last one, but not the least, is focusing on the employees. So we can do all that great things only when we develop our employees. There are several programs we have in place, right from hiring to investing in the employee growth, from the technical skills standpoint, their soft skills standpoint, as well as their leadership standpoint. Helps them to bring the whole story together. And that's we really differentiate in the market. And that's, I think, is required. Clients will actually deserve to have these kind of services uh, really drive their portion of the innovation.
Yeah, no, fantastic insight, and I appreciate you breaking that down a little bit more. So, if our listeners wanted to learn more about Jade Global, where would they go to learn more?
Yeah, good question. So then nowadays it's very digital. So you can start from our website. We also have places like LinkedIn. Our information is available. But I would say website is a great starting point. The site available in the website, not only the list of services we offer, but also some chats we have with our customers. You'll see some webinars for the customers, some success stories, which you can learn from and see if there is anything relevant for you. We're happy to engage. But that will be a great point to start.
Fantastic. Well, Raja, this has been a great conversation, about everything that, differentiates Jade Global from its competition and really breaking down everything that you do. I really appreciate you taking the time to be on Business Ninjas today.
Thank you, Kelsey. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely.